What? Sorry about the random flailing. Hello. If you are someone who's already been on my stream before, or probably been on my other streams, I should let you know. I had to privatize 2 other videos that I had on my stream before because of the stuff that I had. Also involving tiles that were streaming a lot. So this is a new stream. I'll catch you up to date. I met the Nug King, and on top of that, I would say I completed the feature.
I thought your men could use some help up here! Good work. Stay with my forces and see that they survive this. I'll keep the demons off them as best I can. We need to clear a path for our guys.
Not a mean for that one.
All right, this one's clear. We must hurry. Our forces cannot stand against the demons for long.
Damn it. This is not supposed to be.
How many of them?
One of my favorites.
are betrayed by the very world we have sworn to protect.
The Inquisition is inside, Clarel.
It has been many long years, my friend.
Too many, Clarel. If my sword arm can no longer serve the Wardens, then my blood will have to do.
It will.
Stop them! We must complete the ritual!
It's done, Clarel! There'll be no ritual and no demon army!
Then the Blight ride, and yes, the ritual...
We make this...
And then he takes your mage's mind.
Bring it through!
Please! I have seen more than my share of blood magic. It is never worth the cost.
I betrayed the Wardens once and it cost me everything! Are you mad enough to think I'd do it again?
Be ready with the ritual, Clarel. This demon is truly worthy of your strength.
Listen to me! I have no quarrel with the Wardens! I have spared those I could! I don't want to kill you, but you're being used! Some of you know it, don't you?
The mages who've done the ritual. They're not right. They were my friends, but now they're like puppets on a string.
You cannot let fear sway your mind, Warden Chernoff.
He's not afraid. You are. You're afraid that you ordered all these brave men and women to die for nothing.
One day you may be asked to give your lives to stop a blight, but not today.
Clarel, we have come so far. You're the only one who can do this.
Perhaps we could test the truth of these charges to avoid more bloodshed.
Or perhaps I should bring in a more reliable ally. My master thought you might come here, Inquisitor. He sent me this to welcome you.
Damn, that's strong.
Clarel, wait.
Help the Inquisitor!
Where's the mage?
How do we get out of here?
There's a way. Cult running. realize she's a very powerful
You
mage.
destroyed the Grey Wardens.
You did that to yourself, you stupid bitch. All I did was dangle a little power before your eyes, and you couldn't wait to get your hands bloody. You could have served the new god.
I will never serve the Blight.
Too bad for her. Oh. Hold him up.
War, victory. In peace, vigilance.
What happened? We were falling. Is this... Are we dead?
No. This is the Fade. The Inquisitor opened a rift. We came through. And survived. I never thought I would ever find myself here physically. Look. The Black City. Almost close enough to touch.
This is incredible.
What spirit commands this place? I have never seen anywhere like it.
It's not how I remember the Fade, either. Perhaps it's because we're here, physically, instead of just dreaming. The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this.
Well, whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now. That
You're not
huge
wrong.
demon was right on the other side of that rift Eramond was using. And there could be others.
In the real world, the rift producing the demons was nearby in the main hall. Can we return to the world through that?
Sounds like our best option. There, let's go.
This is fascinating. It is not the area I would have chosen, of course. To physically walk within the Fade.
Right. You like it here. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, literally.
Solus, you're the expert on this place. Anything helpful?
The Fade is shaped by intent and emotion. Remain focused, and it will lead you where you wish to go. The demon that controls this area is extremely powerful. Some variety of fear, I would guess. I suggest you remain wary of its manipulations, and prepare for what is certain to be a fascinating experience.
You say fascinating, I say what the shit. Huh, luckily that didn't change. In my memory. Wait a second. Nope, there's nothing really there for that.
Impossible.
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia. Most holy.
Cassandra.
Cassandra, you knew the Divine. Is this really her?
I don't know. It is said the souls of the dead pass through the Fade and sometimes linger, but we know the spirits lie. Be wary, Inquisitor.
It can't be the Divine. It's most likely a demon.
You think my survival impossible, yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Surely you can understand our concerns and explain what you are.
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
The real Divine would have no way of knowing that I'd been made Inquisitor.
I know, because I have examined memories like yours, stolen by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
And perhaps I owe this nightmare a visit.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
The big demon Eramond was trying to break through.
Yes.
It's nearby.
Yes.
Well, shit.
When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
What's going on here?
Why are you doing this? You, of all people! for?
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me!
What's going on here?
So Andraste didn't bestow her mark upon you. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
Is that everything you wanted me to see?
For the time being. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Is there a problem, Hawk?
Those were Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
Corypheus had clearly taken the Warden's minds. You yourself have seen them do this. In any case, we can deal with that after we escape.
Oh, I intend to.
Could that truly have been the Most Holy?
We have survived in the Fade physically. Perhaps she did as well. Or, if it is a spirit that identifies so strongly with Justinia, that it believes it is her, how can we say it is not?
She's a spirit or a demon. She wishes to help us. For the moment, at least.
And what of the demons she mentioned? This nightmare sounds dangerous.
Sounds like it preys on fear, stealing people's memories. That's low, even for a demon.
Fear is a very old, very strong feeling. It predates love, pride, compassion, every emotion. Save perhaps desire. Be wary. The nightmare will do anything in its power to weaken our resolve.
After its corruption of the Wardens, I'll see it pay.
Ah, we have a visitor. Some foolish little boy comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from his shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think that pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here, I hope. So by all means, let me return what you have forgotten.
What are those things?
What's that?
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. Once again, Hawk is in danger because of you, Varric. You found the Red Lyrium. You brought Hawk here.
Just keep talking, Smiley.
Your Inquisitor is a fraud, Cassandra. Yet more evidence there is no Maker, that all your faith has been for naught.
Die in the void, demon.
Dirth Ma Herelan. Mabanal Inasalin. Marsolas Inamardin.
Bonal Nadas.
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? Merrill didn't die, just like...
Those were little fears. Tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And they take the form of spiders. Something so many fear.
Spiders? I see maggots crawling in filth.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With humans, it grows stronger.
Keep running!
Back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
Keep running!
It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then she died.
Yes.
We've been following a demon, then.
I think we all knew that was the case, Warden.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
The Nightmare watched Corypheus and grew powerful off the fear. Were you like that for the Divine? A spirit watching her from the Fade, inspired by her faith.
If that is the story you wish to tell, it is not a bad one.
What we do know is that the mortal Divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
Corypheus controlled them. We've discussed this already. This spirit has no further revelations. We should work on getting back to Adamant alive.
Yes, Adamant, where the Inquisition faces an army of demons raised by the Wardens.
I see. Atrocities are your purview alone. You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. Even without the influence of Corypheus, the Wardens go too far. They need to be checked.
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
The Wardens are a risk. Send them away before they cause even more trouble.
I don't know what to tell you. There are a few good ones, but an awful lot of the Wardens I've known went crazy.
Sweet Maker, could both of you please shut up? We can argue once we've escaped from the giant fear demon.
Inquisitor?
The nightmare has found us.
Form up! I'm with you.
Come, real or not, the Divine is the key to escaping from the Fade.
Tern Logan McTeer, the brilliant commander. Pity the one time you tried to rule, you failed so miserably. You had to be beaten, humiliated, lest you destroy your own country. You even doomed the Wardens by bringing the Inquisitor down on them. You destroy everything you touch.
Is that all you've got? It's nothing I've not said to myself.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
I guess things just float whenever they feel like it here. Wonder what's up there. Or maybe it's best we never find out.
Hard to trust my footing in this place.
Hold on. dreams. If I remember correctly. Magic feat, and those who have the ability of magic so powerful they can create anything in the world of imagination. And only 1 in a million chance that they'll get born into dreaming.
You must get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. That will banish the army of demons, and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the Fate.
The rift! We're almost there.
Great, Hawk. Why not just dare the old...
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I failed you too.
You will die in agony. You cannot stand against me. You are nothing.
We need to clear a...
Go! There you... Oh, Corypheus is mine.
Loghain.
Fight well. You will not die while I draw breath.
For the warden!
She was right. Without the nightmare to control them, the mages are free, and Corypheus loses his demon army. Though as far as they're all concerned, the Inquisitor broke the spell with the blessing of the Maker.
They came out of this alive. As far as I'm concerned, they can tell whatever stories they like.
I suppose you're right.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens... Where is Loghain?
Warden Loghain died striking a blow against a servant of the Blight. We will honor his sacrifice, and remember how he exemplified the ideals of the Grey Wardens, even as Corypheus and his servants tried to destroy you all from within.
Inquisitor, we have no one left of any significant rank. What do we do now?
Hawk sent me one final report. He's on his way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
The Grey Wardens carry respect in other nations. If we spread word that the Inquisition has their support...
We may gain standing with nations that have suffered under the Blight. I will take the matter to Josephine. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been made for the ball in Halam Shiral. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
Remind me what we know about the plot against Selene.
The Venatori are planning some kind of attack on the Imperial Court. Corypheus may even be fueling the conflict between the Empress and her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard. If we warn Selene, she may prove a most valuable ally against Corypheus.
Where can I find the Empress?
She's holding a grand masquerade ball at her winter palace in Halam Shiral. Your invitation has been arranged. That is where the Venatori will strike. Speak with us when you are ready. What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She seemed calm. Serene, even. And she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry. I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
I cannot believe the Grey Wardens could even conceive to seek out these old gods deliberately in some bizarre attempt. Grey... Oh.
Now this is a hall worthy of the Inquisition.
What happened in Adamant is a shame.
I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived.
All right.
Wait 11 minutes just to get this one.
Any news on why Corypheus is sending people to explore elven ruins of all things?
No, I suspect he keeps the reason secret, even from his inner circle.
Time for the punishments.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Countless better men and women than you are dead. Why shouldn't this be quick?
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear, not just Corypheus. I serve the living God. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Lord Erimond, any protection you thought you had has apparently been withdrawn. You will die by my hand.
Petty actions. Truth lies in the next world.
One down.
Another of the lingering pains of Adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
The Inquisition stands for faith. Our work has greater purpose. Sometimes we need a reminder. So Ruth, the Herald of Andraste forgives you in her name. Find peace in that.
Your worship, I will try.
Before I continue, I need to... First off, I need to do this real quick.
Scratcher.
Many great things you see. Let me check again. Hmm. For some reason it's not working. Ow. That actually hurt. Ow! Wow, I've been standing in there for a minute. Hello everyone, I am back. Sorry if I took extremely long. If anyone have joined a live, oh sorry if I took extremely long. If you saw this huge pause. I will not go to Empress Duleon, I will not go to the main place to go to yet, for reasons. There's another thing I must do first. Well, first I'm going to try to get close to my companions, before I go ahead and do that.
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
If the mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood? Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
The Blight was your undoing. Let it also be your means of redemption. I give you to our allies in the Grey Wardens, to fight Darkspawn until the calling takes you.
I don't deserve the honor, your worship, but I'll do my best.
Made it sound like a blessing. No. I better Grey Warden, I know how that is. It's not a blessing.
Before you is Service of the Minrathous Circle of Magi. You met him and his Venatori in the western approach. He admits to working for Corypheus, raising monsters and using magic for conquest. He also used his connections to smuggle magical artifacts out of the approach, without his master's consent.
You stole from Corypheus. I don't know whether that's stupidly brave or bravely stupid.
I was hired by a third party. I've no loyalty to him. Might you find that useful, your worship?
I'm sorry, are you attempting to bargain with us?
Bargain? I plead. I throw myself on your mercy. I also have friends in Tevinter who owe me large debts. Leave what happened in the approach behind us, Inquisitor, and I can put them all at your disposal.
Someone who can smuggle magical artifacts to Tevinter and back shouldn't be wasted on court diplomacy. Bring those artifacts back to the Inquisition. Procure something really useful and we might loosen the shackles.
Your worship knows value when he sees it. I won't disappoint.
And the next one. I got a huge ass throne.
Mistress Pulin of Sarnia is accused of aiding and abetting the Red Templars in the Dales. She sold a quarry to them for a handsome sum. They used the quarry to grow red lyrium by enslaving townspeople. The only extenuating circumstance, Mistress Pulin was procuring supplies to keep the remaining townspeople fed.
If you'd like to explain your intentions, speak.
My crime was misjudgment. The land sale was meant to bring prosperity in hard times.
Yet you kept taking coin from the Red Templars, even after you realized what they'd done to the people.
Why not? It bought food for the ones remaining. Isn't that enough? You question whether greed or necessity led me. Tell me which you weigh me for.
Mistress Poulin, you will spend all your ill-earned money rebuilding the town of Sarnia. If the townspeople forgive you, your debt to them is paid.
Your worship, I will do my best to repair what I have done.
Where'd you learn to hammer?
Let me not go there. Them together, baby. Let me leave him alone. Look at this shit. Jesus Christ, Bull. It hasn't made any armor I would even give you look like it's nothing. Like, this is not big enough for me. Like, okay, Bull, I understand, but I need something bigger. Okay, I get it, Bull. You have a very huge, large expansion. You need something a little bit more diligent. I understand.
Is Knight Captain Ryland satisfied with his post?
It's not an easy assignment, but if anyone can handle the approach, it's him.
Another dragon to slay. I really am gonna need this opened because of the dragons over there as well. And then the dragon here. A few dragons I'm gonna need to kill. I need 8 power to do it, huh?
The captain sent back sketches of the walls. Our experts say they look elven.
Interesting. Does Corypheus send scholars to find something the elves buried? Or something buried with them?
I'll be right back. I'll wait while this timer's ticking. I'll be right back.
Herr Oswin. Odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
He's involved in crazy. Just like everyone else these days.
Truer words have never been spoken. Let's see what lies within. Promises. I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes. The world will be reborn a paradise. It's all nonsense. This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus. Did they torture him to death? The Promisers will pay for this. As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of red lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the promises want the world to end? What use are they to him?
Corypheus will probably betray them before they get their chance.
But after he gets what he needs out of them. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to red lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to red lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
You sound worried.
I am. The Seekers are my family. Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
The Promisers will pay for what they've done.
No. The Lord Seeker.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
But we met Lord Seeker Lucius in Val Royeaux. He couldn't have been here.
That wasn't him. It was a demon, masquerading.
What? How could that be?
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
came here.
If we find the Lord Seeker, he's dead.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome. He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius. Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a man I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
Call off your men, or this only ends one way.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
You lured your entire order to their deaths.
There was no other choice.
No other choice? Have you gone mad?
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
And this was the right thing.
Lord Seeker, what you've done...
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. a pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
Give it down. Oh no. He's already dead.
He was insane. He had to be. The influence of Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
All these wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets.
Oh.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Let me guess, you're composing a love poem.
I couldn't. Not even if my life depended on it.
It's not that hard.
I was there. I saw it with my own eyes.
It's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I said... I thought the Chantry teaches us that this... It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
Perhaps it doesn't matter what she really was then.
It matters to me. I must interpret what I saw, yet I am no priest, no philosopher.
I believe it was the Divine. She helped us one last time.
I hope that's true. I want to believe it. When I realized we were physically in the Fade, I was terrified, almost beyond reason. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
That's not what he said. Because what you're about to say next...
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker, since the time of the Old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
That's a lot of not very exciting reading, apparently.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Does the book say it was used for other things?
No. As a Seeker, I looked into abuses. Mages made Tranquil as punishment. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the Rite, from the beginning.
Why keep that knowledge a secret?
We created the Rite of Tranquility. I told you of my vigil, the months I spent emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not...
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell us, will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
No. We're nothing like the Seekers.
I wonder how much we resemble what they used to be.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing the Maker's work. Perhaps we believed it once, the original Inquisition, but now, that is not the Maker's work.
If you did rebuild...
I can't be the only one remaining. Then together we would establish a new charter. The
You keep saying that, but...
There is no way to know for certain. Perhaps we lost our way because we stopped looking.
If anyone can rebuild them into something worthwhile, you can.
But are they worth rebuilding?
You could make them worth it.
I will think on your words. Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
Oh boy. One of my favorite scenes.
I was hoping we could speak privately.
Are we not?
Right. Of course we are. The flirting. With me. I've noticed it. Unless it is my imagination, which is entirely possible.
No, it's not your imagination.
You cannot court me if that's your intention. It's impossible.
Why is it impossible exactly?
That should be obvious.
Well, it isn't obvious to me.
You intend to properly court me? You of all people.
Is that what you want?
No. I take it back. That is what I want. I want a man who sweeps me off my feet, who gives me flowers and reads me poetry by candlelight. I want the ideal. You are the Inquisitor and the Herald of Andraste. You cannot be that man.
You won't even give me a chance to try.
The world hinges on our actions. We face death at every turn, Inquisitor.
That doesn't change how I feel.
It changes everything.
And now you just gave him the challenge. When a woman says no, but then they still agree. You cannot court me, but you just basically said he could. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Give a man a challenge, and then he will try to defy it. Now to level up all these ones behind me, like I should have before, but never got the chance to. Now black wall. And now coal. That can go to coal. He needs all he can get. She needs one more level before she can even get it. No. No, sir. You will not get that. I think I know who I'll also give the superb.
Fine day to you.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'll ask around again tomorrow.
Well, let me know if you find it.
Are you mad? Think about it. The mages are all busy.
Which is strange.
And sure.
Well, once Sarah becomes level 21, she can be able to get that bow for herself. She's level 20. I have no idea how close she is to leveling then.
Nothing to report, sir.
Nope. Oh god. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it. And now Valerio.
Those who oppose the
shall know the wrath of heaven.
I trust you've heard what befell Roderick at here.
So Gaspard favors the trade you started, but Celine favors the house you married. That's what you lot call
Be careful.
betting on both?
I suppose you are on the surface because...
Of course.
By the Maker, it's the Inquisitor himself. Would you care for a bouquet of flowers, your worship? The roses have been exceptional this season.
I was looking for some flowers, in fact.
Indeed. For what occasion, if I may ask?
For a lady friend.
Oh, no simple wildflowers for you then. I have just the thing. I'll send them to Skyhold, in fact. Rare beauties your lady will adore.
And the world may never know. You know what? I'm curious how it's going to be on my Quinari next. Especially since I didn't make him a warrior this time.
Planning troop movements now?
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the... As for what will come...
We make...
And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
Even if they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it heresy.
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging. Tell me, what guides you? You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured.
You almost sound like...
The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die...
If I'm guided by anything, it's you.
Oh, excellent. The blind leading the blind.
I don't think you're blind.
You're persistent.
I thought you liked my confidence.
When we first met, if someone told me I would be pleased to have you lead me, I would have throttled them. But I am. The Maker chose well.
I appreciate that.
We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here. cannot stop thinking of our earlier discussion. You don't actually intend to go through with courting me, do you?
I said I would, and I will.
I believe you. Yet...
You don't sound like you believe me.
It wasn't a challenge, my lord. You needn't do it simply because I suggested you could not.
It's very simple. I care for you.
You enjoy making things complicated, don't you?
I'd like to speak with you. In private.
Oh? How private?
There's a grove just outside of Skyhold. Meet me there.
If you're certain...
I am. Trust me.
The person who joined has joined in the right time. What do you know?
On aching branch do blossoms grow, the wind a hallowed breath. It carries the scent of honeysuckle, sweet as the lover's kiss. It brings the promise of more tomorrows, of sighs and whispered bliss.
You can't be serious.
You have, Scott.
We don't need to be serious every single minute, do we?
And
if you played this game, I think you know exactly what's about to happen.
Oh, so the list is more detailed than I thought.
Carmenum de Amatus. I thought this one was banned. His lips on mine speak words not voiced, a prayer, which travels down my spine like flames that shatter night. His eyes reflect the heaven stars, the Maker's light. My body opens, filled and blessed,
Let's go enjoy yourself.
my spirit there.
Not merely housed in flesh, but brought to life. Shall we read another?
They will say one of two things about me. That I stood at the Inquisitor's side.
The worst part is
his
how
protector
detailed
and
her
his
nipples
lover.
are.
That it was meant to be. Or they will say I was led from the path of faith by the wiles of a madman.
What are you?
I don't care what they say. What do you believe?
I believe you are a faithful man. I believe you are part of the Maker's plan.
Now, this is how a lot of art was made
I believe
about
only
this.
that you are capable of anything. And it frightens me. I have never known anything like it. I've been with only one other man in my life. A mage, with whom I adventured when I was still very young. He died at the Conclave. I will not let Corypheus win. I will not let him take you from me.
I love you.
Here, tonight. I believe you.
Now the worst part is they censor a lot of it. But then BioWare went ham when they went to play Andromeda though. So why do I get the feeling for the next Dragon Age it's probably going to be extremely more sexual than it is now. Especially because of Andromeda.
You are
The
quite
scales will be
distracting, you know.
quite high.
I want to talk to you.
It's not mages. Perhaps
I
that
can't even
stage
describe
eventually
how high.
passes and they can be helped, but it will take. Once we have that, however, then I will spread the word myself.
I was hoping we could spend some time together.
As was I.
It's funny if I was a Qunari, my Qunari would be kneeling. Scott comes in and ends up scrolling through a lot of shit and then finds out, oh wait, this is a scene that I remember. This is the Cassandra fuck scene. Hell yeah. But by now, I think we both know how that's gonna go the moment the next Dragon Age comes. Plus, they're okay with gay sexuality, so no shocker of what could happen. Let me not go there, but I'm just being honest. My Quinari at best informed. My Quinari character that I plan to do a playthrough of after this character, I am going to go to Josephine. My dwarf, I am going to let be with, who was it? Oh yeah, Harding. My dwarf will end up with Harding. My elf, I'm sorry, gotta be Cassandra one more time, just for to balance it out. And then finally, I will switch over to my female characters. Well, someone is actually something. So, I'm going to leave it off on one thing before I get off for the night for Dragon Age.
Inquisitor, come
I'm
have
going
a
to
drink.
get myself drunk as fuck with the Iron Bull.
To killing a high dragon like warriors of legend.
But if you wonder what the hell's going on with my character's eyes, you see, every time whenever I got into a certain moment in the game.
I know, right? Put some chest on your chest. That little gurgle right before it spat fire.
I'm doing all the
And that
playthroughs in
roar.
each gender
What I
and
wouldn't
each
give
race.
to
So,
roar like
Scott, if
that.
you want, you'll be able
The
to
way
see
the
me play
ground
all the
shook
races
when it
and all the
landed.
genders and
The
all the
smell
females
of the fires
and males.
burning.
Yes,
Tossed
I'm
in a
willing to let a
farmhouse
character
song.
get banged by a guy.
You know,
And I'm
Qunari
also
hold
doing the Sarah
dragon
romance as well, so don't worry, you will get some lesbian
as
action
much
as
as
well.
we hold anything
Don't worry, the first character I'm doing as a female is a Quinari, and the Quinari
Yeah.
female I'm planning on
Your
getting with
turn.
Sarah, so there you go. Got lesbian on the first go.
That thing you just said, you shouted it during the fight, too. What does it mean?
That I will have
toss it
pleasure
aside
after I
now.
kill you.
Closest translation would be, I will bring myself sexual pleasure later, while thinking about this with great respect.
You shouted that while it was breathing fire at us.
I know, right?
Jesus Christ, Iron Bull.
Yes, the second cup's easier. Most of the nerves in your throat are dead after the first one. Atashi, the glorious ones. That's our word for them.
The funny thing is, the female characters I plan on having, I plan on having my dwarf go with Iron Bull.
Why do you think the Qunari think of
My
dragons?
female dwarf.
Well, but a few of the Ben Hasrath have this crazy old theory. See, the Tamasrans control who we mate with. They breed us for jobs like you'd breed dogs
you
or
say?
horses. What if they mixed in some dragon a long time ago? Maybe drinking the blood, maybe magic, I don't know. But something in that dragon
You can't do it. Oh, Scott. I've kind of gotten to the point where sexual range, I'm just going to say, fuck it.
It's a shame we had to kill
So it's
the
more,
dragon.
I'm not just doing it
Damn
for
good
myself.
fight. Dragons are the embodiment of raw
I
power,
understand how you feel, Scott.
but it's all
But
uncontrolled.
the only reason why I would be willing to
Savage.
even do it, let a
So,
female do such a thing
they
is
need to
just
be
this.
destroyed.
I'm not
Taming
looking
the
at it
wild.
at the point of view
Order
of the
out of
guy
chaos.
banging a female. I'm looking at it as,
Have
oh, hey,
another
it's just
drink.
porn. Porn is whatever. Oh no, it's not just that. It's more of, hey, at least I gave all the variety.
Nice.
And God, at least there's
To
one.
dragons.
There's only one I did not do out of all of the ones that I've just said. That I don't know if you have not picked up. I'm not doing Dorian. I just can't.
To finding the biggest, baddest things in the world and showing them that we're badder. Anan.
You've made me fall on a table, you drunk bastard. Alright. Speak to him one last time. That'll probably be it.
Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen.
Come on.
Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Another training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big.
Oh, shit.
All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon.
Oh, yeah. I know how you feel, Scott, but you know the worst part?
You fought in that siege. Every
worst
demon
part
at
is you
Adamant
can
wanted
never
to tear you in
romance
half.
I bet, you demon assholes. And who killed you? That's right. Iron fucking Bull. I needed that. Thanks, boss.
Anytime.
Too bad you can never romance Liliana if you didn't romance the hero Ferelden. I said you can't romance her. You can't romance her. You can romance Harding, but you know what sucks about that? Never show any sexual thing going on between that. They kind of show flirting stuff in the different DLCs towards them too. You can't physically play. I'm gonna tell you, Origins is a lot more fun than it might look. I'm gonna be honest. When you play Origins, the best thing I'm gonna tell you is, don't go in it for the graphics. Oh, Inquisition. I'm about to say. No, I would tell you is that with Inquisition, it's not a bad game. It's actually a fun game. It just depends on a person. And plus, I'll tell you who are the romance options. So there's Harding right here. She's straight and gay, so that's a thing. Well, actually, he's bi. There you go. There's Iron Bull, who is bisexual. There's Blackwall, who is bisexual. There's Sarah, who is bisexual. There's Cassandra, who's straight. There's Solus, who is straight, but he only dates elven women, so you can't date him unless you're an elf. Oh, damn. That sucks, Scott. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'll do this. Just for you. Just for you,
I asked Mother Giselle.
whenever I'm on, I'll play through each character and each one just to give you an idea. I plan on it with my elven female just getting with Solus. That's how that's set up or whatever.
He doesn't do anything. And that means he's real, an old god's aunt.
Go talk to Giselle again. I don't understand this
Well,
shit.
oh, see, my friend can't play, so I guess can't do that. I guess I'll be continuing this for a bit. But yeah, I know how you're feeling. Well, I'll tell you, Scott, I do have fun playing this game in my own way, depending on what I do. My favorite playthrough besides the human, elven, and Quinari, I would have to say it's somewhat out of all the romances I get from each one. It's between Cassandra and Josephine. And the reason why is that is because I kinda like my human and Quinari. My Quinari, how I had fun with him was each time a milestone happened in the game, just like with my character, I would change the eye color to look like the the mark on his hand is basically affecting his eyes and affecting his body and making it look like his eye color is getting absorbed a little bit more by the mark. And that for my Quinari also is that I would make it where he would not have horns at first. Then slowly he grew horns. And as he goes, the more he grows his horns. That's basically how I did for him. For his guy, I mainly had it where he had ruffled up that head. He then had combed down hair. And then after the milestone with the Grey Wardens, his hair became like this. He cut it. I'm going to keep his hair like this for a minute. I would have to say even after I kill Corypheus, but like right after I kill Corypheus, I'm changing it again. Oh yeah. And it's not, don't worry about it, Scott. I enjoy playing this game. As much as it might seem that I don't, I really do. This is probably one of my favorite games. So I would not mind it at all. In my opinion, I really wouldn't.
I guess the hero of River Dane's story finally came to an end.
Ha!
Loghain was the Ferelden ideal, you know, the common boy who freed his kingdom and became a Terran. He
It's
helped
funny
to
how
end
they
the Fifth
played
Blight.
Dragon Age 2's
The rest
theme song.
aside, that made him a hero. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
We're taking down Corypheus before he takes any more lives.
You know, sometimes when you say shit like that, I almost start to believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, Hawk asked me
I
to tell
found
everyone
out
back in
something a
Kirkwall
while
where
back
he's
where
going.
how
I'll have to
Stroud
let
dies
Meryl
if you
I'd
have to
better
pick
write some
between the
letters.
two.
Excuse
So what
me.
I did is, since I already had a playthrough before, I brought Loghain back to life just so he could die to keep Hawk. I know it's a dick move, but then again, he kind of was a person that kind of had it coming. At least I get to keep Stroud and Hawk. So he kind of worked for me better than he should have. So Loghain, you did your job.
Sorry, I really need to write.
How can I help?
Yeah. But not many people paid attention to that detail. Is Stroud... I looked at it when I found out Stroud died. I'm like, ah! He's actually one of the good ones. I don't want Stroud to die. Let me fix that. Next thing you know, found out I can get Loghain. Found out I can get Loghain. Hey, Loghain, what? I got a job for you. What? I need you to die in Inquisition so my other characters don't die. What? You heard me. Exactly. You can't just kill Hawk while you got Varric. That's just like... That's painful. That's extremely painful. That's why I saw it as... If I kill Hawk, I better be prepared to kill my friendship with Varric. So, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not stupid. No. I'm sorry.
You've
I'm
made such
sacrificing
intriguing
people.
design
And who I'm
choices for the
sacrificing
castle,
is
my
not
dear.
going to be
They
Stroud.
must be
And I'm not
inspired.
sacrificing Hawk either.
Thank you, Vivian. I'm glad you approve.
When things have settled
Vivian's
down
a
bit,
bitch.
I will take you to Valroyo and
I
introduce you
kind
to
of
my
like her
seamstress.
as who she is
And
underneath, but
appearances are important.
she's a horrible
We
person
can't have you
on the
mistaken for
outside,
a
like
commoner.
extremely horrible.
I've never been much concerned with maintaining the distinction of rank.
It's not about You command an army of the faithful, outfitted by the coin of the
I don't
You must
like
be a
the
man
idea
who
of
the common
marrying
folk
her for
aspire to be,
reasons.
and to whom the nobility bow.
And what I mean by that is, it's not that I didn't like the queen, she just kind of gives off that, oh no. And what I mean by that is that,
They will
yeah,
question what they've heard, but they will believe what they see. She needs...
It's cool and all, but at the same time, like, okay, it's cool to become a ruler of a nation, but at the same time, it's like, no. I'd rather. I'm gonna put it like this. I made my elven and my human Grey Warden, two versions. My elven Grey Warden, I made him look like he went and became just full-on magic knight with two swords. Like, literally, I had a dual-wielded knight warrior who had a lot of magic abilities combined with Reaver and everything else. So, no, he did not kill his friends or anything like that, but he did have Reaver ability. And the fact is with the ability, he done everything he could as good, and got to keep Morgan. And on top of that, he even went with Morgan in the mirror. Just bump her off later. Damn.
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
I've heard stories about the dangers of the Fade, but I've never actually seen them before.
No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
Now, funny enough, you can never
How may I
romance
help
her.
you?
I kinda was tempted for Liliana, but then at the same time, like, no. What kinda threw me back was the Zevran, Liliana, you, and I think one more character, four-way. Oh, I've seen Morgan, and I'm gonna say this. I like the version of her where she's a parent, not the one where she's still just her. When she's a parent, it just... I don't know what it is, but you could tell there's a huge difference to her character compared to her original self. Which I enjoy. I enjoy seeing, older Morgan. Oh, always about that. I mean, not older, but I mean like Mother Morgan, because... One, I know my character's still alive, too. Ah, Isabella. Yeah, that's what it was. It was Isabella. I forgot. It was Isabella, Zevran, and Liliana. Still don't know how Liliana was okay with that. But I guess she has her taste. I'm shocked the hero for Elden didn't get her pregnant, now that I think about it. That would have been a funny twist. The spy master be like, "Oh, son, go over there. I'm doing my job." Unless be a plot twist, Liliana can't have kids. Ain't that? Wouldn't that be a bitch? Let me stop. I'm sounding too cruel. After she kills Morgan. They're the reason why I keep Morgan alive. The reason why I keep Morgan alive out of all characters whenever I played Origins is that when it came to my main protagonist, for some reason, something just forced me to always be sarcastic and just always be that sarcastic dick with her, to the point where it's kind of charming to her, and then somehow always leads to me in bed with her, and then somehow always leads to me romancing her. Morlane. Oh, my bad. Marjolaine. Oh, yeah. Her former mentor. I didn't kill Marjolaine because I had something else planned for her ass. The reason why I didn't kill Marjolaine, because, well, a few reasons. I saw it as, oh, I got something waiting for you in the future, because I know you're going to pop up in the future. So when I see you again, I got something. I got something ready and waiting. So it's not like I'm going to have to fear anything. Alright. Take care, Scott. You too. Probably about to get off now for a bit. Well, probably going to get off now for tonight. I hope you had a great time. I hope whoever else sees this later on has a great time, and take care. Enjoy yourselves, and don't ever kill dragons unless they say Vladimir.